Hello everyone, this is Justin aka Jinkin Rocket, and today the name of the game is brain implants. Now I don't know if you've heard about this, but Elon Musk, the guy that's behind SpaceX and Tesla, has started a new company called Neuralink, whose aim is to give humans neural interfaces that combine with our brains in order to increase our cognitive power. Now Elon is doing this in order for us to be able to actually live in the age of AIs that will think so much faster than us that will become irrelevant. So his aim there is preventing biological irrelevance, right? But brain implants are useful for a lot of other things. In the future, or in the near term, brain implants are going to be really great at helping, for example, say victims of Alzheimer's disease and brain damage and things like this. It looks like one brain implant that's been released recently, funded by DARPA, is basically able to increase cognitive capacity by, or can increase short-term memory retention by 15%. And people that suffered memory damage. I'll put the link down in the description. But that's incredible. I mean, think about a future where you can put implants in your brain to improve certain cognitive functions, specifically or even just generally. That would be amazing. I mean, be able to, wouldn't you like, I sometimes lament the fact that there's so many things that have happened to me that I just don't remember. I mean, at this point, we already have a primitive form of this. I mean, Facebook nowadays has things pop up. I know I said the evil FB word, but Facebook has things pop up in my feed that are memories from 5, 6, 7, 10 years ago that are basically things I don't really remember. I don't really have a memory of. I may vaguely remember that they happened. I may vaguely remember that I used to do this sort of thing back then, like going out to bars or traveling or whatever, but I usually don't actually remember the actual event or circumstance. And it's so interesting that that's the case. Already, more and more of our memory is being kept in the cloud. More and more of our memory of circumstances, places we've been, events that happened to us are being kept in the cloud. So the natural next step is to be able to actually just remember those events directly and specifically as they happened. Wouldn't that be incredible? I mean, yeah, I do kind of lament the fact that, I basically remember less about my life than I've forgotten at this point. And I think that basically you reach that point somewhere really early, maybe in your teens even. But definitely by the time you're in your mid-20s, you've forgotten more about your life than you remember. Because just so much of it gets buried by history, by time, by circumstances, so many ordinary days that were all nearly the same or almost the same that just got deleted from your memory because your brain decided they weren't significant. But those tiny little things are part of your history, and it would be nice to look through them. It'd be nice to be able to go back to some random day, 15 years ago, or to have some sense of your childhood. Nowadays, basically the adults who are adult now are the last generation that are going to have truly private childhoods. Nowadays, even if you're not filming your child, other people are taking pictures filming around them, so they'll end up being in pictures one way or the other, and that way but the advantage of this is that they'll be able to look back on their own history and see things about themselves. I mean, basically, as far as my history goes, I could look back and maybe track down a couple of baby albums. I was the firstborn, so I've got a few more photos than my siblings, but aside from that, that's about it. And most of these are like Polaroid photos. They're not even fully really digitized yet. So most of that's just lost to time. Those are just events that happen. They got me through childhood alive, and that was the goal back then. Nowadays, it's more of a getting through childhood, but also keeping a record of that. And parents nowadays are struggling with, should I record my kid? Is that a decision we should make for them, or should I not? And I understand why you wouldn't. Because at the end of the day, that's kind of a privacy issue. You're making a decision for that child. You're putting something about them online, and that's the sort of form of exposure that kid doesn't get to make. But then again, by putting it in the cloud, you're guaranteeing its preservation versus trying to keep it on your hard drive or trying to keep it on some kind of file system that isn't backed up, and then risk with a much greater chance of data loss when it breaks down or gets lost or gets damaged or anything else. So these are the sorts of questions we're going to have to ask in the future. Would you augment yourself? What condition would it be? Would you have to have suffered some sort of brain damage? Would you do it just to enhance your cognitive abilities? Would you do it under certain conditions? Only if the surgery is very minor. Or would you not mind if it was a major surgery? Let me know down in the comments below. And this is Justin, aka Jinkin Rocket. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.